Hello and welcome to EnglishLogica's Verb Tenses series. In this video, we will show you what tenses are commonly used together when speaking about two actions. There are three main situations where two actions are spoken of: parallel actions, interrupting actions, and actions in sequence. When you talk about two actions, you will always have two clauses in one sentence. These can be two separate tenses or the same tense. Parallel actions. Parallel actions are actions which are happening at the same time. As you can see from our mind map, there are a lot of tenses ready to deal with two actions happening at the same time. These are present simple, present continuous, past simple, past continuous, past perfect continuous, future simple, and future continuous. In some cases, we have a choice of which tense to use for the second clause of the sentence. For example, with the present simple, you can use present simple or present continuous to make the second part of the sentence. So you can say, the grass grows while the sun is shining, or the grass grows while the sun shines. They both mean exactly the same thing. Let's look at two actions happening at the same time in the past. The first action is, I watched the movie. The second action is, they were asleep. Both actions are happening at the same time. We can put the actions together using past simple and past simple, or past simple and past continuous. I watched the movie while they were asleep. I watched the movie while they were sleeping. Again, the meaning is the same. Some other examples of parallel two-action tenses are, he will walk to the shop while she watches TV. He will walk to the shop while she is watching TV. Or, I'll be working tomorrow while you are studying. 2. Interrupting actions. Interrupting actions are actions which come along and interrupt or join the first action. It doesn't mean that the first action stops, but it might. For example, in the first sentence, I was running in the park when I saw the dog, you might have continued running when you saw the dog in the park, or you might have stopped. Our mind map shows four main tenses used in sentences dealing with interruptions. You can switch the order of the actions around, so you could say, when you get here tomorrow evening, I'll be studying. Or, using the past perfect continuous and past simple, for example, you can say, I had been driving for 3 hours when I saw the castle on the way. The action of driving is interrupted by seeing the castle, but it doesn't stop. I continue to drive. Actions in sequence. Our third scenario for two action tenses is talking about actions that occur in sequence. That is, one after the other. Unlike interruptions, there can be any amount of time between sequential actions. In our mind map, you can see the simple tenses are always used for the second clauses, and that all of the past tenses use past simple for the second clause. All of the others use present simple. These are patterns that you can learn to help you remember how two actions are brought together. So you can say, for example, I go for a coffee before I go to work. So the action of getting a coffee ends before the next action, going to work, starts. The train had already left by the time I reached the station. I reached the station after the train left. We don't know how long ago the train left the station. We just know that it happened before I arrived. Once again, these are the three main situations where two actions are spoken of: parallel actions, interrupting actions, and actions in sequence. When you're talking about two actions, your sentences will have two clauses with two tenses, but you can switch the order of your sentence around. Don't forget to like or comment on our videos. For downloadable content and many more examples and explanations, visit us on www.EnglishLogica.com. We also have an online community of English learners.